Welcome back to my channel. I have the fabulous Riley here.
Hey.
And so if you guys want to see this look, stay tuned. So this video is actually how to achieve a natural summer look or fall look. You can do for the summer a nude lipstick or for the fall a dark lipstick. Okay, so first step, I will add some hydration moisturizer on her face, and this is by MAC. For eyebrows, I'm using Benefit Goof Proof pencil in the shade number 5. When doing eyebrows, you gotta make sure to do small strokes. You don't want to do it too hard because it's gonna look super fake, and we don't want that. So to have the perfect natural eyebrows, I'm just following her eyebrows. I'm not doing anything other than that. I'm doing small stroke going up and just, following her own eyebrows. So to sculpt the eyebrow and make it seem like it's very natural, you're going to use a concealer underneath the eye. Make sure it's a little lighter than your actual skin tone. I honestly went too light, but it's okay because I will blend it later on. So y'all, you will bring the concealer all the way down to the eyelid. And the next step is to put powder, so it'll be easier to blend in your eyeshadows. The powder I'm using is called the Airspun, and you can get it at Walmart or Walgreens. For eyes, I am using the Jaclyn Hill palette. I love this palette, so of course I had to do a look with it. For my transition color, I am using Creamsicle, and I'm using my 217 brush by MAC. So I'm not gonna lie, it was hard recording and trying not to block the camera. I kept blocking the camera, so I kept looking back and forth, making sure I wasn't blocking it. I did it a few times, so yeah. Okay, next with a pencil brush, I'm using the shade Jax, and I'm adding it to the outer V of her eyes. And this brush is from Morphe. I'll be using a lot of Morphe brushes in this video. Okay, so for the eyelid, I'm using the shade Faint, and I really love this shade. It's like super pink, but it's not too extreme. It still gives like kind of like a copper. And I did wet the brush first. So don't judge me. I am so weird. I do makeup weird. Not done with her eyes, but I'm going to go ahead and use a concealer to cover all her dark spots, redness. For foundation, I'm using Estee Lauder. I think that's how you say it, but it's a double wear. If I'm saying it wrong, you know what I mean. I always like to use a wet sponge just to make sure the foundation is blending in well. But dang, do you see this skin though? Looking flawless already. For concealer, I'm using the Shape Tape by Tarte, and I'm actually using two. One's medium and the other one's light medium honey. And I'm just gonna blend them together. So for this look, I'm not going to bake. I'm just going to put a little bit on a brush and conceal underneath the eyes and all the places I feel that it will get oily. For bronzer, I'm using the NARS, and I'm going to use a little bit of the bronzer. I'm not going to go extremely out of control because we are trying to stick to a natural look. It's now time to highlight that face. I'm using one of my favorite Dose of Color. This is Fuego by Desi and Katie. I love them so much, so of course I had to purchase my own. So I'm not going to go extremely crazy with the highlight. I'm trying to stick it to a natural look, but you could. So I'm going to put the highlight on the high cheeks of the bones, on top of the eyebrow, also in the cupid's bow, your nose, and underneath your chin. For eyeliner, I am doing a very thin layer. I don't want to go very extreme, so I'm going to keep it really thin. Now I'm just going back to the eyes, and I'm going to make sure that everything is blended in. For lips, I am using MAC lip liner, and honestly, I don't remember the shade I used. I know, I suck. For lips, I am using Dose of Color again in the shade More Creamer, Please. So for gloss, I'm using Dose of Color again. I do love the Desi and Katie collection. This one's called Over the Top, and I'm sorry it's blurry, but yeah, love this. Of course, we got to top it off with some lashes. These lashes are called Broadway. They're not super extreme. They still look very natural. And can't forget blush. I'm using Caroline by NYX Cosmetics. And there you have it, a super natural fall summer look. If you guys enjoyed this look, make sure to give it a thumbs up.
That looks flawless. Look at this.
Ooh, fabulosa.
You're gonna watch this video and it's gonna be fucking funny.